ProTek RC has been using the same TruTorque drivers for nearly 8 years now. There has been an update to the tips with the use of HSS high-speed steel tips, which are now in use, but the handles haven't seen any refresh in almost 8 years. So that's why it's so exciting to see ProTek come out with the brand new TruTorque SL drivers. So these are the all new drivers. They retain the same HSS bits for our hex and then the spring steel for the nut drivers. But the handles are an all new design. So you might be wondering, what does SL stand for?
Space laser.
No.
Street legal.
No, that's not it, but that's pretty good.
Secret lover?
No, and that's a little too close to our sensitivity level.
So what does it stand for then?
It stands for super light. Compared to the first gen TruTorque drivers, the TruTorque SL hex, ball, and nut drivers are super light. When you compare the two drivers handle for handle between an SL and an original TruTorque driver, the SL model shaves off about 7 grams of weight. And when you total up that weight with a full set and nut drivers, whether you put it in a pit bag or maybe a tool pouch like that, the total weight is a significant loss. Another great thing about these TruTorque SL handles is that they're bigger. They're just physically bigger on the handles despite them being lightweight. So when you compare them to the original drivers, you actually have about 1 centimeter more length here of usable grip. And then on our width, on our diameter of the grip, it's about 2 millimeters bigger. So on the biggest ends of the SL, which is down here and up the top, it's about 20 millimeters in diameter, where on an original driver, it's only 18 millimeters. Now that may not sound like much, but it feels pretty big. So just in my hand here, resting it in my palm, my fingers and my thumb come up to about the top of the driver, and they're still on the knurled handle of the grip right here. So it has a pretty nice, comfortable feel, because at that end, it's a bit thicker than the original driver, and it just feels a little bit more comfortable. On the old driver, when I do the same thing and I put that grip all the way down to my palm, my thumb and my finger are actually all the way up to the top near the cone. So when I grip and I hold the handle, it just doesn't feel as substantial. It just feels a little bit smaller. It feels all right, but after using and holding the SL in my hand, it feels quite a bit smaller. So I think the biggest reason why the SL handles feel so big on your hand is just because the usable grip here at the top has just been extended. Like I said, it's about an extra centimeter up, and then you also have the cone area up here too to use, which is also a bit bigger than the original drive if your hands are that big. A super likable feature of these SL handles is this rotating end cap that, when wrenching, can really give your palm a second life. When comparing these rotating caps to the original TruTorque drivers, the rotating cap just feels really nice in your hand. It stays stationary while you can spin the driver, and it's a lot more comfortable in your hand, where on the rubber cap, which tends to fall out, this one doesn't have it, it actually kind of rubs in your hand a bit. With these rotating caps, they're clipped in from the inside, so it can't fall out. And they spin really nice and free. Now, if you prefer to keep a short list of tools, you can use these relief cutouts in the aluminum handle that help aid in reducing the weight to make these super light to form a T-wrench. So you can just take a second driver and you pop them through the first driver. So if you have any stubborn screws or nuts, you've got superior leverage against them. Now, for just some standard features on these TruTorque SL drivers, they have 3 size indications on them with the ProTek here on the handle, and then here at the top cone, it will say also the size twice on each side. The set screw size here is 2 millimeters, so you can just back that out and toss the tip and replace it with a fresh one when needed. The aluminum handles are CNC'd, and they have a knurled woven pattern in between these relief cutouts, so you do have some nice grip in there, so if your hand is sweaty or wet or dirty or whatever, you'll still have some really nice grip on that handle. Of course, the drivers are available in metric and SAE sizes with straight hex, ball hex, and then nut drivers available. The hexes are available in full sets, so you can get like a 3, 2.5, 2, and a 1.5 millimeter sizes in a 4-piece set, or you can just buy the tools individually. Coming soon will also be the Phillips and flat blade TruTorque SL drivers. For those that prefer a little bit of color in order to identify their tools, this is a really cool upgrade for the TruTorque SL drivers. These are the Exotek colored collars. So these aluminum collars are held on by a tiny little set screw with a little L-shaped Allen included in the package. And then these collars just slide right over your driver tip and hang out here at the very bottom, where you will be able to have some color to identify the size of that particular driver if you prefer the color over having to look for the number on the tool. Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you have any questions on the TruTorque SL drivers, you can hit us up down below in the comments. And if you would like more information on these, we'll have some links down below, or you can head on over to AMainHobbies.com. I'm Brett for AMain Hobbies. Thanks for watching. It's like a fidget spinner.